Wow, I wish I felt that way. I mean, that's another step in the right direction if he plays that way. I still think Keith is a big key. I think Keith and Travis had some really good parts of their game tonight. But Brandon, what he does add is he gives us that dimension that we can defend like we wanted to. His communication tonight, his cover-ups, they were so good. Now will that work on other teams? Who knows? Give Northwestern credit, but also realize, it's hard to come back when you have a team that doesn't have as much depth.
About 8 minutes to go in the game, you went to yell at Costello, and Appling did it before you did, and you stopped and smiled. Is that the best this team has communicated, Tom, in a long time?
Yeah, that was a good point, because Matt was, we had some subs in there that were not playing as well as I think they had to play, and I did have some players, even in the huddles, This team is starting to come back. I think the biggest issue was their confidence. They were rocked pretty good, and I think they lost some confidence in themselves, and it made it harder. And then you're trying to cover it up, and so does one game change all that? No, but it definitely was a giant step because of the way they did it. We went out and defended, got a running game going, played the way we want to play.
So when you look at the defense, Tom, how much of it is progress, and then how much you take into account, the fact that they're shorthanded and everything?
Yeah. I'm a 50-50, I definitely saw progress. It doesn't matter who we're playing. If you're communicating on screens and you're, if you're guarding stuff the way you're supposed to be guarding it, those are big positives. At the same time, I'm not ready to do cartwheels or talk about any championships. I'm just ready to go to the next game and see now if we can come back to back and get ourselves ready. The prep last night, I'll be honest with you, we prepped 90% for Iowa, like I'm sure the whole world did, and give Chris credit. But so when the game ended last night, we were doing the same thing Northwestern was doing. We're almost, prepping in a few hours, and our guys were great, and that was one of the other encouraging things, because I think that speaks well for tonight, for tomorrow. We'll see if we can handle it tonight on a late night deal.